Hello everybody, welcome to PBM's Video Entertainment, and welcome back to another episode of Thomas & Friends TV Reviews. In this video, we're going to talk about another Thomas & Friends movie, which this one is the last Thomas movie to use live-action models and stuff like that. And I'm, of course, talking about The Great Discovery. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the history of The Great Discovery, the movie. So apparently The Great Discovery was released theatrically in the United States on June 5th of 2008, which, as a kid, I never knew it was released in theaters, and neither did my family. But anyways, moving on to the DVD copy, we finally got it on September 9th of 2008 by Hit Entertainment and Lionsgate. Fun fact, The Great Discovery movie was put into production in 2007 and then was finally released in 2008. And some of the DVD copies of The Great Discovery came with a music CD soundtrack of the movie. And of course, just like with all the other Thomas movies, it was released over in Canada as well. And it was also released in multi-packs as well, such as the movie pack and Discovery on the Rails. And now we got the history part done, let's jump into my copies of The Great Discovery. Alright, we will now jump into my copies of The Great Discovery movie. So, taking a look at the front poster art, it looks pretty wonderful, to be honest. It looks pretty nice. The background looks cool. Thomas Friends logo, and then the Great Discovery movie title card. Sorry, I can't even speak. Anyways, here's Thomas. You got some trees and stuff like that. A roller coaster ride of a movie. Says Sir Topham Hatt, controller of the railway. And we have some promo shots from the movie, and there's Thomas at the broken bridge, and then Thomas, Stanley, and Percy, and you can see Emily, a little bit of Emily, and a little bit of Annie behind Stanley. Yeah, over at Great Waterton at the end of the movie. Spine, Hit Entertainment, scrolling down here. We have Kirk Buffalo Thomas, distributed by Lionsgate. Fun fact, it was originally going to be distributed by 20th Century Fox, but sadly, their Hit Entertainment's partnership with 20th Century Fox expired, and so Hit Entertainment turned to Lionsgate as their distributor from like 2008 through 2014. Yeah. Moving on to the back. Great Discovery movie. A heartwarming new adventure about friendship and cooperation. Says Minnow. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. The movie mom. Here's blurb, talks about what this movie is about. Then more scenes from the film, special features, and we have Thomas and Stanley. Then movie is rated G in the United States and rated G in Canada as well. Running time approximately 60 minutes. Languages, it's in full screen. Here's the disc, squish out version of the front poster art, excuse me. And it's in a nice dark blue case, which I really like. Has a nice touch to it. Last but not least, we have The Great Discovery movie in the movie pack. Here's a CGI promo shot of Thomas. And also comes with Congo Legends and Hero of the Rails. 3 movie DVD set. Spine, Hit Entertainment, scrolling down here, CGI promo shot of Thomas. Lionsgate, back. Here's the blurb talking about the movie. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, Pierce Brosnan is the narrator of this movie. And bottom, on the box it says not rated, but Great Discovery movie, it is rated G, general audience, all ages admitted. So, yeah, they 100% screwed that part up. Anyways, there's the languages. If you watch all these 3 movies, it'd be 180 minutes, which is pretty long. And they did the stack disc thing, so here's Great Discovery. And of course, Hero of the Rails is behind the Great Discovery disc, which of course, that's another video. And now let's jump into the menu tour for The Great Discovery. Alright, we have now jumped into the menu tour for The Great Discovery movie. So we have play, language selection, and bonus features. Let's go to language selection. And unfortunately, there's no pick a scene whatsoever. Sad face. Anyways, our language selection, you can watch this movie either in English, Spanish, or French. Pretty cool. And then bonus features. So, for our bonus features, we have Thomas, You're the Leader, music, video, and karaoke. Which, of course, that song is heard at the end of the movie. Behind the scenes with Pierce Brosnan. And learning segments. We have Spot the Differences, Tough Trucks, and Thomas's Puzzle Parts. And then trailers from other shows and movies from Hit Entertainment and Lionsgate. And that's it for the menu tour for The Great Discovery movie. Now let's jump into my review and thoughts on The Great Discovery. So overall, do I recommend The Great Discovery movie? Well, first, I'm going to talk about what do I think about the story, new character, and of course the soundtrack and stuff like that. First of all, the story. Well, basically the story is about, Thomas, he tries to find, the wharf and stuff like that, but then he ends up finding himself in a long lost town called Great Waterton. So Thomas told Sir Topham Hatt and all the other engines on Sodor, and so they were doing some restorations at Great Waterton, and then Sir Topham Hatt brings a new engine, excuse me, called Stanley, the Silver Engine, and he was doing Thomas's branch line work and stuff like that, while Thomas in charge of the restorations and stuff like that. And of course, when Thomas heard that Stanley was doing a good job of doing this and that, Thomas starts to get all jealous, and so he, of course, wants to be better than Stanley and stuff like that. And I gotta say, in some of the scenes in Great Discovery, it kind of reminded me of Toy Story a little bit, because you know how the first Toy Story, Woody's Andy's favorite toy, and then the moment that Buzz came, and Andy's oh wow, Buzz is pretty cool, and then Woody of course gets all jealous and stuff like that. I mean, if you've seen Toy Story compared to this one, I mean, you'll know exactly what I'm trying to say, you know. Anyways, I thought the story plot was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool how Thomas wandered into Morgan's mind to find the missing car, and then of course ends up in a roller coaster ride type, if y'all know what I mean, and then ends up crashing through their a boarded area, and then ends up in the water, and then starts floating I think it was floating on a raft. I'm not too sure, but anyways, until of course Thomas came out through a cave or a tunnel, and then of course find himself off the track, chugging along on the grass and stuff like that. And then at the end, rescued by Stanley, and then the restoration of Great Waterton was complete. And of course, Thomas is no longer jealous of Stanley. They become friends. And what do I think of the new character, Stanley? Well, of course, whenever they introduced Stanley to the Great Discovery movie, I thought he was pretty great character. And of course, Hit Entertainment did a nice job with his character, and of course his model design, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Even though nowadays in the CGI series, feels like Stanley doesn't get a lot of attention as he did for this movie, and also for season 12. But yeah, overall Stanley's a pretty great character. And then as for the soundtrack, the soundtrack's pretty good, and of course my favorite had to be Thomas, You're the Leader, obviously. So what do I think about the film? Wait, I already just said that. Sorry, I can't even speak. Had a long day at work. Anyways, do I recommend Great Discovery? Well, the answer to that is yes. I mean, this is definitely in my top 5 of my favorite Thomas and Friends movies of all time. Because as a kid, I was amazed, Had a great story, great action scenes, and thought Stanley was a pretty great new character. And of course, Pierce Brosnan. Let me talk about Pierce Brosnan's narration. Like, feels like his narration was pretty good. I thought his narration was better than Michael Brandon's narration, in my personal opinion. And it feels like he should have been narrator for seasons 12 through 16, but he was just a guest narrator, and so I guess Hit Entertainment decided to not have Pierce Brosnan on the show anymore, or Pierce Brosnan just wanted to do this movie and then that was it. Not too sure on that, but it feels like Pierce Brosnan should have been narrator for seasons 12 through 16, or at least just narrate season 12, because I know season 13 through 16, aka the Miller era, is awful. But anyways, and one thing, it feels like The Great Discovery, that should have been the last thing from the model era before they jump into CGI era. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, season 12 should never existed, stuff like that. I mean, season 12, I'll talk about more on that when I review those season 12 Thomas DVDs and stuff like that on my US DVD reviews. So anyways, do I recommend Great Discovery? Yes. I think you should pick this product up because this is the first and last time you're going to get Pierce Brosnan, and I'm going to be honest, pretty great story, great new character, and a great soundtrack. Definitely worth your money picking up Great Discovery. Just, of course, go for, like, the US copy, of course, go $5 or less. For the Canadian copy, I mean, I guess if you find, I guess for the Canadian copy, I guess you can go up to 10 if you, I guess you can go upwards of $10. Just for the Canadian copy, don't go $10 or over. It's just ridiculous. Just, I guess for US and Canadian, basically, you know what, for all the Great Discovery DVD copies, try to stay in the $5 to $10 range. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, this has been, sorry, I can't even speak. That's going to do it for me, everybody. And the next episode will be on Rusty to the Rescue, so please stay tuned. And this has also been my review on The Great Discovery, which I was trying to say that. But anyways, so on the next episode, bye.